The head of the Associated Press is criticizing the military's emphasis on controlling information and is urging Pentagon leaders to sit down with journalists to devise a better way to cover conflicts.
In a world where information is power, information is now considered a weapon, something that governments seek to monopolize.
Speaking at the University of Kansas, Curley seized on a recent AP report that found the military has drastically increased the amount of money it now spends on what's being called influence operations. He says the previous administration turned the military into a global propaganda machine, bent on controlling what the world knew and when it knew it.
Does America need to resort to al-Qaeda tactics? Should the U.S. government be running websites that appear to be independent news outlets? Should the military be planting stories in foreign newspapers? Should the United States be trying to influence public opinion through subterfuge, both here and abroad?
Beyond that, he says the military needs to review with journalists the access reporters have to war zones. He says too often the military has been quick to rein in embedded journalists or expel them altogether.
Now is the time to renegotiate the rules of engagement between the military and the media. Now is the time to insist that the First Amendment does apply to the battlefield.
Since 2003, the Associated Press has had 11 journalists detained in Iraq for more than 24 hours, including photographer Bilal Hussein, who was held for 2 years. He says Americans understand hardships even on the battlefield and adds they deserve nothing but honest answers about what's happening to their sons and daughters overseas.
Good public relations cannot make up for bad public policy.
Curley did note that President Barack Obama has rolled back many of the policies instituted by George W. Bush, but questioned if the military will revert to its old practices when times get tough again. Diane Kepley, The Associated Press.